you were scrambling, running late this morning.
Huh?
I said because you were scrambling.
I wasn't even fucking late. I just grabbed my coffee.
5:25. You're like, oh, where were you?
Right on. Yeah, good deal. We can either go for a quick jog real quick and like hit the block, come back, just for a quick warm up, and then we can go into this actual warm up. Okay. Took a few years, and then by the time freshman year rolled around, it finally could move pretty well. I lived in San Diego until I was 7. Okay. Almost 7. High the whole time, and so I'm like actually sweating. All that FX3 I'll work out because then I can come shoot. I wouldn't have to spend it.
Alright, just got off work. Got off around 4 p.m. Usually I get off around 4 to 6 p.m., but today it was a slightly faster day at work. So gonna head home now, and then once I get home, we got a lot of studying to do. Still catching up a little bit from being in the East Coast and doing the weddings, and then going to check out the MBA programs and stuff like that. So just trying to catch up on that part of my studying, and then prepare for my upcoming exam in a couple weeks, and practice exam at the end of this week. So going to be taking that to prepare for the GMAT and just get a baseline of where I'm at numbers wise comparatively to the class profiles for the schools I'm trying to get into, and see where I'm at comparatively to the start of when I started studying earlier this summer. So nothing too crazy in that regard. If you guys are considering doing a master's program or anything, I use the Manhattan study prep. I'll break this down on another video later on, just all my tips and tricks for what I did to study and how I improved my score for the GMAT. And I also have studied and prepared for the GRE beforehand too, and tried multiple study programs to get into these schools. So yeah, anyways, after we're done studying for today, what we got going on after that is I'm going to be meeting up with Levi and his filmer Ethan, and we're going to be hitting a track workout at one of the local tracks here where we train a lot. Still in the return to run protocol, but we're one step closer to being fully cleared from that and back to full running. So we got 6 by 3 by 1, take a 3-minute to 4-minute break, and then 6 by 3 by 1 again. So it'll be the second time hitting that workout with Levi. We did it earlier in the week, last week, and for the first 6 intervals we went harder, and then the last 6 intervals we dropped the pace by a minute and then took it kind of easy there and stayed in zone 2. But for this one, what we're going to do is we're going to alternate with a zone 2 and a zone 4 every other interval. So it'll be a higher intensity, more mileage, that kind of thing. As for the rest of the day after the run, it'll just be work for Elevate and Yew Ride, take you guys along for that, and then we'll close everything off with just some hangout time with Megan and watching some football. We got some Chargers football tonight, so hopefully they can keep the ball rolling. We've had a lot of injuries. Our head coach even got hurt for a second, so even though there was a lot of hype behind Jim Harbaugh, I was like, oh, the old Chargers are going to strike again, but we'll see. So anyways, let's get into this thing.
Last time we
we'll
do 4 and 4, or
We'll
what
probably do like for 3 miles, probably goes out 4 and 4.
yeah, that's true. There last time we did over 5 miles.
Yeah.
Start warming up. Yeah. 5 minutes.
He did?
Yeah. He's over here just crushing a hit workout. A lower intensity, but still.
It's wet.
My shorts are gray. Working at a bank operations working for Amazon would be, so that's just the one downside.
For the Mountain Lake one, it's the same thing.
It's dark.
We're gonna get going here. So what the workout is we're gonna do a interval workout. We'll do 3 minutes on, 1 minute off, but we'll be alternating. So for the first round or first lap, it'll be 3 minutes on at a zone 2. So pretty low pace, probably like 9 minutes per mile, 10 minutes per mile pace. And then we'll go into the next round at about a 8-minute and 30-second per mile pace, so about a zone 4. And then we'll go back to a zone 2, zone 4, zone 2, zone 4. And that'll be in between every minute of rest. So that's what we're going to be doing. Dude, we were wondering how you got over here so fast. I didn't even think it was you.
Ready? Yep. The form is incredible. I love the back pedal.
Yeah, I'm ready whenever. Fast. Zone 4? Alright.
How's it feeling so far?
It's going pretty good.
Yeah?
Pacing is a little off. Our heart rate zones are a little bit different, so just trying to match them up because both have a tendency to push harder than we should and not have the discipline to stay in zone 2. So that's the hard part, is forcing yourself to run a super slow pace, like a 10-minute mile, is just something that him and I don't ever run, and so it's hard to force yourself to stay there, but you need to, because that's what raises your aerobic floor and
you can perform better on these long distance runs and marathons or ultras. It'll improve your overall pacing, especially when you go to sprinkle in some of the more high intense runs. So, oh, here he comes.
See guys, this is what Zone 2 is about. Talking and running. Easy money. No hard breathing. This is what it should be like. Best example.
Except our watches just went off because we're in
Well, no,
we got one more until the long break. So we're doing 6 by 3 by 1. Take like 3 to 4 minute rest in between the next set. And then another 6 by 3 by 1. Last time on Saturday,
Yeah.
we did it. We both were running kind of slow, so it was my second day of doing that workout in a row. And then Levi's nursing an injury, so we didn't push the pace on that one. But for this workout today, it's a little bit different. What we're doing zone 2 to zone 4 in between intervals, so we'll try and match that for the next round of 6. Yeah, last faster.
So we're on a 3-minute break right now, and then we'll go back into a second interval of what we just did. So we're going to repeat the same workout we just did here in a second. My watch is going off. We set it on so if you have a Garmin, if you're doing the workout we're doing where you're trying to be in zone 2 for the one part of the interval and zone 4 for the repetition, put the setting to alert you with zone 3 because you want to be running in zone 2. So if you touch into zone 3, it'll warn you, and if you're running out of zone 4, it'll also warn you because that means that you're in zone 3, which you're trying to avoid.
You ready?
Yep.
About to hit the road and get some groceries. The workout went well though. And it's funny when Levi says we with the 2 to 3 miles. He's the one that picked out the workout. He's like, yeah, we're going to do something a little bit shorter than what we did on Saturday, and then chooses to program the exact workout. Just one of the intervals is going to be a zone 4 fast-paced run. But it was good. Good to get out here and train with Levi again. It's been a minute since him and I both have graduated because we've been on our own for a little bit, just with new jobs and everything like that as we have made the transition out of school. But the one thing in the last little section of the workout, like I was talking about earlier, was we started getting complacent with our pacing on the zone 4s where we were talking a little bit instead of focusing and staying dialed in. So aside from that though, it was a good workout. I'm at like 18,000 steps for the day, so